Let us take another example. The alpha heteroatom substituted cases can be more complex for one additional reason, that these heteroatom based functional groups are Lewis bases for metals. As a result, with some organometallic systems, the carbonyl carbon and the X group will combine to chelate the metal, and this changes the addition pathway significantly. Now, when this chelation happens, we are going to end up with a different isomer. When does this chelate does not occur? When the metal is lithium and sodium and potassium, or when the oxidation states are +1, the reaction follows a Felkinand model. Now, when does this chelation occurs? When the metal is divalent and like Zn2 plus, Cu2 plus, etc. And this cram chelation control leads to a reversal in selectivity. Now, these two situations arises only in the case when we have an heteroatom in the alpha carbon adjacent to the carbon which is adjacent to the carbonyl group. Now, in this case, if we look into this molecule, let us try to draw this in our Newman projection. So, I have drawn my hetero group here. So, this particular group I have made it as R, and this chain is over here. So, now this is my medium group, this is my hetero group, and this is my R, and my nucleophile attacks. Now, I have a zinc. Okay, so I am using my zinc. So, when I use my zinc borohydride, I am actually doing a reduction, hydride reduction. I am adding H minus to my carbonyl carbon. So, my hydrogen gets attached here. So, I have my OH here, I have my R here. You can see this. Now, if I could redraw this structure, so what I have done is I have rotated this. Okay, so I have rotated this. When I rotate this, my OH comes over here, my R moves to the other side, and my hydrogen is here. You can see my OH and my hetero group they are anti to each other. Okay, they are anti to each other, and this is my Felkinand product. So, this is my Felkinand product. Now, what happens in the chelating cases is that this feature forces the X group to be held close to the carbonyl carbon, closest to the position almost to the position of M group in the Felkinand. Now, here, since nucleophilic attack is still about the Bürgi-Dunitz trajectory, this will invert the result from the electronegative alpha group situation, and in most common cases you end up with a Zn as the major product. Now, in this case, you can see here, when I use zinc, I am ending up with 95% of my cram product. I am getting only 5% of my Felkinand product. So, what I have drawn here is Felkinand product, which is only 5%. Okay, where my electronegative group and my OH group are anti to each other. Now, we need to understand why and how this cram chelate products becomes a major product in this particular situation, and that is what we are going to see here. Let me take up this molecule. So, in this molecule I am going to add up methyl. Okay, now I have my electronegative or my hetero group here perpendicular to the carbon. Now, when I add dimethyl zinc, my zinc and my electronegative group, they form a chelated complex. Now, when this happens, you can see my OMe group moves away, and still my nucleophilic addition takes place from this direction. Now, when this attack takes place, my OH will be pushed here. So, I have my OH here, my hydrogen is pushed here, I have my methyl group here, and my OMe is still here. I have my methyl and my hydrogen. Now when this occurs, when this chelation occurs, I end up with a syn as major product. Okay, so this is my syn product. Now how to correlate these two structures? How to correlate these two structures? You can see here I have my methyl group, that is my nucleophile, and my medium size group and my nucleophile, which is the attack has taken place from this side. So they are on the same chain, and they are anti to each other. So they are anti. So even in this structure they are anti to each other. And you can see my OH and my electronegative group are syn to each other. So here also they are syn to each other. So in this way you can predict the stereochemistry or the outcome of the product. So here again there is a description of what exactly happens. My electronegative group and my carbonyl oxygen forms a chelated complex with my metal. Now the attack takes place by Bürgi-Dunitz angle of 103 degree, and we have a CRAM chelation transition state, and we end up with a CRAM chelated product, and syn would be the major product. So one need to understand, so according to Cram's rule, syn diastereomer is the major product, and if the carbon adjacent to the carbonyl carbon contains an electronegative atom, we end up with anti-diastereomer, and if that electronegative group has the capability to form a chelated complex, then we end up with a syn as the major product. Now what would have happened if the attack has taken place from from the other side? If the attack has taken place from the other side, we would have ended up with the minor product, which is our anti product. Or in other words, if the attack has taken place without chelation, so this is simply Felkingham. Okay, so if I had performed the reaction using my Felkingham model without any chelation, I would have ended up with an anti product. But the product that we observed in this particular reaction is a syn product, and the reason for the formation of the syn product is your chelated complex.